Lonesome, welcome to Hammerdown Festival 2024. It's your first time here.
Yeah, it is.
You guys were our online competition winners, so we had 115 entries. Did you think you were going to win?
No. We genuinely really didn't.
Yeah.
We're like mega excited. We're still buzzing that we did. So like, it's,
Thank
you for having us as well. So.
No, don't worry about that. Like, we're just grateful you guys are here. Like, I'm blown away by the sounds. It's different to anything else we've got on. It's different to anything we've had before as well. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why it stood out.
Oh, wow.
How do you guys develop that sound? Where does the band come from? Because you've got so much going on that isn't a typical rock band.
Yeah, it's a really good question. It's really difficult to explain, but if we told you that every single one of us had a different taste in music, it would probably make sense because there's so many elements from everything. Like for example, I listen to like emo trap music and stuff like that, and Will listen to more like
post rock
stuff. So like I think with all of our experiences, and we've all been in previous bands and stuff like that, we just bring these elements to the table, it just works for us. And we've been a band and we write together for like nearly 10 years now.
Yeah.
So like we know each other just as well as we know ourselves. So it's quite nice to have that sort of like camaraderie.
And has it had the same lineup then?
The main bulk of it. Jay and I have been in from day dot basically.
Yeah, I actually played bass before.
Right.
And then went on to vocals.
Yeah. Oh really? So was there a different vocalist? Because there's not that many vocals in certain sections of songs anyway.
So Lonesome, like we've been basically this lineup, apart from Scott, our drummer, who came in a bit later. But before that, we were a band called That Night Forest Screw, and that was the band before where Jay played bass in it. Yeah, so it's like a whole.
So it's more like screaming vocals, more melodic hardcore kind of thing, and then we just sort of transitioned into what we are today.
Rebranded, basically.
Big transition.
Yeah.
So when you've got, the video that you sent us, you've got 3 guitars going on. There's so many different sort of lines in there. Does that make it easier or more difficult to write? And how do you go about layering the tracks up? Because there's so much going on audibly.
Yeah. I guess like Paddy and I write, which is the other guitarist. We write the majority of the stuff. So we're always thinking about like what space fits where, and we always try and have like a melody and a counter melody together. In terms of space, that's been one really tricky thing that we've struggled with the album for sure. When we've been mixing it, it's lots of things going on.
There's so many.
We have
so many layers.
I think we have 600 tracks of audio on our album. It's mad. Yeah, so we've really struggled, and CPU power's been a big problem.
I find it amazing that most of them don't play in the same tuning as well.
Oh yeah, no, we're all in different
tunings.
All in different tunings.
So what are you playing?
I don't know, like mine's...
it varies for each song.
Mine varies different each song, but I'm always in like weird open tunings, so like it's all based around C#, but like there's some weird ones that I couldn't even tell you because I just made them up as they go. So.
But I love that, that's so cool, that's so much cooler than that, that's awesome.
It's more because I'm like really not a great guitarist. I just like go, okay, I can make these strings open and then I can, that's what it is.
You're not following any text. Maybe that's the way to go. Aspiring musicians don't learn how to play with machines.
Work smarter, not harder.
Work smarter. I love that phrase. It's a phrase I use all the time. So when the soundscapes are as wide as that, how does that translate to a live setting? Because if you've got 600 tracks, there's not 600 of you, obviously. But how do you layer that live? How do you decide what parts to play and what's on a backing track?
I guess first off, we're not precious about our parts, so sometimes we will swap parts that maybe we wrote for ourselves, and then just to make it make more sense in terms of what you're playing and flow and stuff. But like in terms of it, it's just a lot of backing and a lot of weird vocal effects and stuff.
A lot of man hours of choosing what sounds best, and we might do it one way and then be like, that doesn't work, we've got to do it this way, so then we have to change things up. So our backing and stuff is like gone through the fine tooth.
Currently working through the album stuff right now, and that's fun.
Well, that was going to be my next question. What is next then? So is the album? Have we got more coming out? Because am I right saying the last single was 2021?
Yeah.
So
this album we wrote during lockdown. So it was actually
over Skype.
Over Skype. We wrote it in 10 weeks in lockdown when everybody's furloughed. And we wrote all of the instruments and stuff. And we've just got the final masters back. This is how long it took. We've got the final masters back like maybe April.
Yeah. So
it's taken us that long.
We're just now like lining everything to where we go next and how we launch
what is the plan then? Is there going to be, do you have a single ready to go soon? Is there going to be a video for anything? What's happening?
That's what we're in the works.
We're in the works right now. It's like one of these things where we're trying to see what our options are.
Yeah, we don't know whether to self-release.
Yeah.
We don't know. We need to approach people. It's just that. So we've got to play the industry game.
We're taking it chill.
Yeah. That is the tough choice, right?
Yeah.
Whether or not you go with management, whether you approach labels.
That's it right now.
And with a sound like that, what labels do you even approach? Like, who do you fit with, I suppose? Have you got eyes on, like, if you were to have a dream record label, who would you want to be with in like a magical ideal? Or maybe you shouldn't say that in case someone who you don't say is like, maybe I should ask you. Let's do a different question. So I noticed on the stories the last couple of weeks you've got some other stuff going on. So what other shows have you got? What can you plug? Where can people see you? What's going on?
Playing
Cardiff next weekend.
Cardiff next weekend. I'll get this out before next weekend then.
And then funny enough, Brighton again.
Yeah, back in Brighton
with
on the
Rex.
17th.
Do you know Rex? The guy from Rex? WREX.
I've seen the name on posters. But
Yeah. So with those guys, we kind of were organising before we won this. We were like organising like a gig swap thing with them, and then it just happened to be that it just fell in August. So,
right.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, we will welcome you, but I'll try and come along with you.
Yeah,
What day of the week's that? Do you know the
Saturday.
Saturday 17th.
Yeah.
It's all dependent on if I've got my son or not. Weekdays I'm gig galore. Weekends are difficult. So, final question then: what's your favourite songs to play live? Because, I guess a sub question: do you mix up the set, or do you have quite a defined set that you really perfect?
The set is always defined.
Yeah.
The reason it's defined is because we play the set. The set is always one long song. We don't stop playing.
Yeah.
So for a little bit of context,
really?
Yeah.
our original EP, so our single In Your starts the set, well not the set, but starts the like
that's my favourite
style. Then the first half of the album goes, then the EP goes, and the second half of the album goes.
So we have
and it's on
different
an
orders
infinite
we can play it, and it infinite loops around as well.
So the whole thing is
cool.
one piece.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So I suppose it's probably hard to pick a favourite bit. Do you have a favourite chunk of it that you?
I do. For me, it's just track 3 from the album because of the riff, right? The riff that I played, the weird slappy back one. That's fun. Yeah.
Mine's the last 2 tracks of the set, just because of the way the energy changes and like. Yeah, just vocally it's my favourite bits.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, well, Lonesome, it's a pleasure to have you here. Congrats on winning it, and I'll see you up there in a couple of hours.
Nice. Thank you so much, dude. Much appreciated.
No worries at all.